This video is about the AC method to factor ax squared plus bx plus c. This method works when GCF is equal to 1, meaning the GCF of these three terms equal 1, which is the interesting case, right? Because if the GCF is not 1, you can always factor it out and follow other methods to deal with this. Okay, here are the steps. Step 1, you compute the multiplication of the first coefficient times the constant term, ACE. Step 2, you factor a polynomial that is gotten by dropping this a, you write just x squared, plus you keep the middle term bx, and then you change or you trade this c for a times c. So you factor this polynomial. Step 3, once you factor, you're going to divide by a, the leading term, this guy. You sort of put this back into scene. I have written this between quotations because I got to explain to you how to do this, right? After that, you simplify, and then between quotations again, you place the denominator or denominators up front. I will explain how you should do that too via two examples. Okay, let's go ahead with the first example. Sample number 1 says factor 6x squared plus 11x plus 4. Let's use the AC method. Step 1. We have to compute AC, the multiplication of A and C. A is equal to 6. C is equal to 4, last term. Then AC equal 6 times 4, which is equal to 24. So AC equal 24. Step 2. We are going to help ourselves out by constructing this polynomial x squared. We drop for a while this number 6 for a moment, plus 11x, plus we trade or change this 4 for this number 24. And now we factor this polynomial. So x squared plus 11x plus 24 factors as the multiplication of this binomial starting with x. And now we have to find two numbers whose multiplication is 24, whose sum is 11. Those two numbers turns out to be 8 and 3, right? 8 times 3, 24. 8 plus 3, 11. So positive here, positive here. Okay, so we factor this guy. Step 3. Remember, we dropped this number 6 for a while. It's time to put it back this way. Divide 3 by 6. And also divide the number 8 by 6. Now simplify these fractions. So simplifying, dividing numerator and denominator by 3, this becomes 1 over 2. Similarly here, dividing numerator and denominator by 2, this becomes 4 over 3. And now technically we are done, but when you factor, you are not supposed to show denominators, right? So if you have denominators left, just place them up front this way. 2 goes nicely in front of this x. This number 3, place it here in front of this x, the x plus 4. And then we are done. This is the factorization of this polynomial 6x squared plus 11x plus 4. Okay, let's see the next example. Example 2, factor 2x squared plus x minus 15. Again, let's follow the AC method. Step 1, we are supposed to compute a times c. A is equal to 2. C is equal to minus 15. Always take the number together with a sign. Then AC will be equal to 2 times minus 15 minus 30. So our AC number is minus 30 now. Step 2, we're gonna help ourselves out by factoring not this polynomial by the following polynomial. Drop the number 2 for a while. So you write x squared, keep the middle term, and change this minus 15 for the AC number minus 30. Okay, factor this polynomial now. This can be easily factored as x and x here. And now we look for two numbers whose multiplication is minus 30, whose sum is this invisible 1. The numbers are 6 and 5, right? One of them must be negative. Notice the multiplication is negative, but which one is negative? Well, we want the sum to be 1. So the largest value should be positive, smallest value negative, right? So this will work. Okay, so we have factored this. Now step 3, last step, we want the factorization of this guy. So it's time to put this number 2 back here. So via division, look, divide this by 2, divide this by 2. Now simplify. 5 divided by 2 in simplified form is 5 divided by 2. Here x plus 6 divided by 2, 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3. So this is in simplified form. Now we notice that there is this denominator left. So simply put this number 2 up front. And there we have the answer, the factorization of 2x squared plus x minus 15.